It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At their own 20-yard line.
Down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. It's taken to the 26. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 38. They started on the ground with Eckler. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
So no gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 75. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Love. And he slings one that's incomplete. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the Packers' 48-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's an early scramble reviewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Herbert going to change the look.
5-9, 5-9. Go, ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they've moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Come on.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 97.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
10 cycles.
1st down, going to the air with Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The Packers at 3-6 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
560. Set.
Love going to give this one to Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Set.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended it. There he goes, left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Eckler again. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Down to the 10, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 3rd down and 1. 59. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Dicker down, attack on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Chargers 17. Packers nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw now. Here's Love. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love looking to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here for Davis. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can...
It got his man complete. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score, Chargers 24, Packers nothing.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Nixon now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker getting behind the line of scrimmage before they can rip off any sort of a gain.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Go.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Eckler now between the tackles. Oh, good move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Packers, nothing. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play.
At the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's going to launch this deep, picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits 0s. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Caught by Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Preston Smith there on the stop. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Ready?
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Love. Flushed out right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready?
Now Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st down, Love to pass.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Play action this time with Love. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Come on, set.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Allen has it left side. And he's got some space here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 6.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Third and 2, Herbert.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
On the pickup. It's second and inches.
Ready.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Go, set.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Chargers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.